I think we're all making the adjustments to the new day and new era in entertainment and figuring out what that is. As you probably already know and heard and had conversations, like, this is an industry that has been a legacy industry for so long. It has been the backbone of Los Angeles, but, production and all of that has changed in LA a lot. And so, we had conversation about like, what's our pivot? What's the ways that we're going to try to create and do something new and different? And that's been the big challenge right now in Hollywood is like, how do you pivot? The last time I made a pivot like this was coming out of the NFL and into broadcasting, like trying to figure it out. But it's hard when there's a lot of noise around you. It's so hard to concentrate. It's so hard to think when there's a lot of noise or people saying, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. And you get all the stuff coming into your feed and you're like, what the heck?
What are you doing now?
I created a new podcast with a partner and friend.
What's it called again?
154 Africa, and it means one continent, 54 countries. That's Africa. And it's a beautiful way that this kind of all came together. Godfrey, the comedian, he and I both Nigerian, born in America. And this kind of idea and concept was inspired by talking to my uncle back in Nigeria. And he says, I see you on the social media, the Instagram, and you guys are doing so good. And what I heard in his voice was pride. Like, I'm so proud of you is what I heard. Even though he didn't say it, this is what I heard. And I said, you know what? I never even thought anyone was paying attention to my feed in Nigeria. You just think, hey, I'm here in America. Only people in America are paying attention and not realizing like that's a big reach. And I'm like, what if we told the stories of all those who were first gen, second gen, doing well in America in entertainment, in sports, and in other areas in business. And we told their stories to be able to inspire all of those who were watching around, not just the ones here, in America stateside, but also over on the continent. And
you would think that they would be like, like when Yao Ming played here, like there was such pride over there.
That's right.
So that you're doing really well here, there's got to be pride at home.
Absolutely. And because I'm not there, I don't get that sense of feeling. But what I heard in my uncle's voice was, wow. And I said, well, why don't we start telling those stories? So it's not just in Nigeria, but people of Ghana and Egypt and Congo and, all over the diaspora, we want to be able to tell their stories. And so this season, we've been telling a lot of the Nigerian stories, and now we're getting ready to turn and start to tell the stories of the people from other countries, from Sierra Leone and from Mali and from Burkina Faso, from Sudan to Somalia, Eritrea, all over. I've been to 9 countries in Africa, and it's my hope that I will be able to visit all 54 countries. I think the best way to carry it on is use the platform that I know how to use, and being able to multiply and share it, around for everyone. People are really finding finding love in it, because there is the commonality, but then there also the little bit of the secret sauce, in kind of like what drives a lot of the first gens and second gens.
What do you love most about Nigeria?
Naija no de carry last. You may not start out, in the beginning, but you definitely will not finish last. And so just because you don't start off strong, you don't start off first, but you will never carry last. And that is a very popular saying, Naija no de carry last. And I love that because it's been the story of my life. Got into the NFL as an undrafted free agent, got into broadcasting with not having a big name, coming in from sports, taking that career and then trying to find a way in entertainment, not being a A-lister, and figuring out a way to kind of continue moving forward.
Dude, you act like you ain't got nothing going for you. You walk in here, you're handsome as all get out, you're 6'6".
Yeah.
Okay, you got a smile that lights up a room. I mean, did you ever think maybe the guy in that back room was like, yeah, just take the handsome guy?
Maybe. I never think about it like that, but I do. I wear this chip on my shoulder as an underdog, because I do feel like an underdog.
That's fraudulent.
No, it's not fraudulent.
No,
though.
it is. It is. You think it's real.
Okay.
But to everybody else who sees you, it's fraudulent.
We're out of time. Please subscribe on YouTube, click the thumbs up, and leave a comment. Please subscribe on Apple Podcast and Spotify and leave a rating and a review. And share the We're Out of Time podcast with others you know who will get value out of it. See you next Tuesday.